Psalms chapter 1 verse 5. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Shalom, shalom, out there to the hopeful elect of Israel. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I want to first off give our praise and glory now to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kudash. Double honor to the apostle, the elder, great millstone, tell us truth and love the flock. Peace and mercy to Akim, the same as sincerity, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. This is the brother Bun Marakab, coming at you with another quick lesson. The spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Defeat the flock of Israel, which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which you are the Lord's chosen nation of people, the Lord's tribe of Israel, and the only nation on this planet that has salvation. Come to us, man. Which we are getting closer and closer to those times. And I just wanted to do a quick Lord's will edifying lesson on the wicked. The devil is bringing his own kingdom down. All right, because that's what we are seeing in prophecy. Trump, these small hats put up the right one. They put up the right one, man. Because that's exactly what Trump's doing. All these things that are happening globally are just showing that bro, they are bringing down, this kingdom, man, with their own two hands. So I'm gonna read that scripture then break it down. You got a few articles that we're gonna bring out. Lord's will be able to find through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So this is Psalms chapter 1 verse 5. And it reads, it says, hold on, Salakia. And it reads, it says, therefore the wicked will not stand in judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of righteousness. Yeah, that's right, man. The wicked will not stand in judgment. Because we see what Esau done did. We see that, man. We see the fruits of having the wicked rule, man. We are seeing the fruits of that. But brothers don't know what clean water tastes like. I'm drinking water right now. Plastics and water. Yeah, the devil making you pay for water, which is everywhere. Water is everywhere. As a matter of fact, I could walk for 3 to 4 minutes and see a pond and clean the water, but you're not allowed to do that. I said we gotta go to this devil for it. We don't know what clean air. We don't know what clean air feel like. Why? Chemtrails. We don't know what a righteous society is. Why? Because the wicked. You got sodomites. Then you got pork everywhere, pork concrete, and this is how you know, bro. This is why the scripture said, and the psalm said, the wicked will not stand. Bro, how do you come up in your brain? Yeah, let's put pork in the concrete. Jake thinks that shrimp, crab, lobster, pork is like oh yeah, I had me a $300 shrimp. You idiot. Do you not know that was feed to the slaves back in that? Matter of fact, let me see. And they taught us this in 7th grade. 7th, 6th grade, they taught us that, man. Yeah, like 6th grade, bro. Because I know it wasn't 7th, so had to be like 6th, 5th grade, I'll say. All right, but let's see. Did, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen while I'm done searching. Did servants? No. Slacking. Was servant food back then consisting of shrimp, crab, and lobster? And let's play and pork. How about that? Just to put them all in one, because that's what Jake can't put down. So let's see. Y'all see it, right? Hold on, let me make sure y'all see it. Just to clarify, it says yes. Shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork were obviously consumed at various historical periods through the. No, let me see. Oh, fact, hold on. Because I wanted to just say yes, shrimp. Hold up. Let's see. Slave food. Yes, in the 18th and 1900s, the diet of enslaved people in North America, particularly in the coastal New England, included shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. So yeah. However, this was not because they were considered delicacies. In many religions, shellfish were viewed as trash or poor man's food. There's the point. That's like what they taught us, but it was in other empires. It goes even before, this. It goes way back. It was considered trash or poor man's food. So you are eating trash. Look, this is what you're eating, Jake. This is what you're eating. Because I'm tired of Jake, bro. Not wanting to put down shrimp, the crab, the lobster. That's what you eating, my brother. Really? This is what we think that's so good. I don't even know. Bro, this is what you think is so good. Look like roaches. Roaches. When you look at shrimp, hold up. Shrimp. Roaches, bro. Pig. Bro. Ugh, that's what you're eating. This is what you're eating. Bro, but this is why, because going back to the point, Esau put our people in this predicament. Now we think shrimp, like, bro, come on, bro. All right, I'm gonna stop because I'm starting to get disgusted, and I definitely know that if I'm getting disgusted, brothers is definitely getting disgusted. So, look, going back, trash or poor man's food. So this was known to be poor man's food, but Esau done manipulated our people to believe that, nah, man, this is the best food ever. It's poor man's food, bro. This is poor man's food. This is poor man's food, man. That's why the scripture said, I'll read it again. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. All right? Because that's all, man, you people was going off sinning, but going back to the point. Because really, all real quick, sidebar, all these people need, bro, is to obey the law. Because then you ain't going to be sinning. And the kingdom, we ain't going to have to worry about sinning. And no, everything's going to be done in order. Why? But that's because we got Esau. We got Esau in rulership, man. That's why the wicked will not stand. This is why the wicked cannot stand, bro. Because he is literally like the priest Ibal said, which was so heavy. He said, bro, it's like when Esau stepped. You know how in movies when like a certain bad guy, I'll put it in that way. When a certain bad guy stepped,
the grass is green, and as soon as you step on that grass, it turns gray. That's Esau. Everything you touch die. Everything you touch die. But that's why the scriptures say he was sent to take peace from the earth, man. And this is what we doing. This is what we seeing this devil do. But back to the point, man. You devils is bringing down your own kingdom. So we're gonna read verse 6. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. So yeah, man, we seeing this place perish. We seeing this place perish. And first, starting off with America's allies. This is a news article. The NATO countries are favoring China over the U.S. So yeah, man, we're seeing that NATO is literally favoring China over the U.S., which is showing what? Showing what? That NATO might just, like, bro, you trying to take Greenland? Trump trying to take Greenland? So, recently in the news, he said he dropped the tariffs and things. Like he dropped the tariff stuff that he said he'll do. But bro, you said you was gonna put allies on all of our strongest nations to get Greenland, which Greenland is a part of your ally. One of your allies, well, Greenland is basically, like NATO territory, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, let's get a map. Just to make sure I'm not going off, all right? For edification's sake, NATO map and Greenland. Because I believe that's basically their territory. Let's see where Greenland at, right? Greenland, NATO, EU. Yeah. So that's NATO and they territory. NATO, EU, NATO/EU territory. So, bro, like, of course they're gonna be side. Oh, Slovakia, I should have shared it. But as you can see, based off this map, yeah. I just want to pull that up there because I got this one where I gotta like allow y'all to see what I got pulled up instead of just having like my entire screen shared. So I mean it helps out, but sometimes I forget. So Slovakia, I can. But going back, NATO countries are favoring China over the U.S., bro. Like, because we seeing this devil coming down with great wrath, bro. He ain't got time, bro. Which I'm gonna pull up some other articles too. We seeing this devil show the true dragon he is. All right. Matter of fact, I can get that. Let me get this. No, I'm holding something in that. Hold up. No, not that scripture. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I can. Bear with me. I got it. Hold up. Dang, hold up. Why the scripture not pulling up? But hold up. I might just gotta pull it up on my phone because this is acting goofy. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull it up on my phone, but I got y'all. So I can. Slot. Bear with me. Yeah, I should be able to get it now. Yep. All right, now let me see if it'll let me pull it up now. Because I definitely want you all to read along with me. Because I know. Okay. All right, we here. So I can. So forgive me.
right, I found it. There we go. Ooh, the Wadi of Shemal Shai.
It says this is Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Yeah, man, and that's what we're seeing. We are seeing this smoother his we are seeing that side, that war being in his heart. How are you trying to take territory that your ally got? How? And then you throwing a pity party. Grown man, by the way, you throwing a pity party that you didn't get the what was it, the some trophy. I forgot what it was called. The Peace Award. So now he over there complaining how he didn't get the Peace Award. Why? Because we are seeing the war that's in your heart, man. You just took a precedent, a whole precedent, and you supposed to get the Peace Award, bro. That was crazy. It says yet his words were softer than oil, yet they drawn swords. So yeah, this is this devil deceiving the people. You know, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. You know, roughly paraphrasing, and deceived the nation. All right, but we seeing these nations start to wake up and they like, oh no, heck no. Russia, we finna go to Russia. We finna get, because ultimately they favoring with China. That means that they ultimately favoring with Russia. Because what? If you don't know BRICS, all right, which you can search that up on your own. Who's BRICS? You know, but going to the point, we are seeing this devil, you know, showing him true self, and being that he's showing him true self, this is what is dang, I lost my word I was gonna use. This is bringing down his kingdom more. We'll just say that, because I can't. It just, you know, slip of the tongue, but you know, yeah, man. This is being that he is showing his true colors. This is bringing the downfall of his kingdom. All right, so I'm gonna bring this out, another article, because I'm pretty sure brothers have seen it. You know, but if you haven't, here it is. It says ICE detains 5-year-old old and father in Minnesota, lawyers say. So ICE not only is, you know, hunting down immigrants, but is detaining a 5-year-old. Watch this, because brothers had dropped this in the chat, but I have found a better one, and it was all the spirit, because they ended up getting dropped in the chat twice, because I didn't look at the chat. I didn't look at the chat. I just saw it scrolling in the news. But look, this is what this article says, because for some reason I can't use Newsbreak on here. But this is what Newsbreak says, all right? It says ICE detained a 5-year-old when he was on his way home. So he was going to home from school. And this is what we can see too. This is how you know he was coming from school. He got a whole backpack on, right? And this was yesterday. So what is it? Thursday. So that was Thursday, showing that he probably just was getting out of school, walking home because school was closed. And it says when he was on his way home and sent him to a detention center. So not only did they detain him, but they sent him to a detention center. ICE is bugging out. More so, this devil is bugging out. Well, bro, I'm telling, bro, great ride, because he knows they have but a short time, bro. This is what we are seeing. He is ripping, bro. You think small hat standing up for this? You saw that white lady, that the Uber driver. She had ran out of the house because ICE was coming after. She was not putting up with it. Where your warrant? You see how she said, where your warrant? Watch this. ICE says its officers can forcibly enter homes during immigration operations without judicial warrants. 2025 memo. So, what does this mean? ICE can break into your house no matter what. But here's a word of advice for brothers. Don't we, like the Elder Ash told us. First, brothers need to get Ring cameras. All right, brothers need to get cameras to monitor the front door, their doors. If you live in a one house, you get your cameras up. If you live in an apartment, you get that one Ring camera up on your door. And you look, and you always look who's at your door. And if you see it's ICE, just don't answer it. Because what are they going to do? Break into a house with no answer? But why would they do that? That's just what the Elder Ash told us. So I just wanted to say that. But hey, man, we seeing this devil bug out. He is bugging out. Just being able to break into people's homes and all this. It's crazy. This devil, once again, is bugging out. Why? Because he has a short time to rule. He don't got time. Let me go get a warrant. And we are seeing them doing it, but now they really don't need to do it at all. Ain't no, where's your warrant? Go get me a signed warrant. As soon as you open that door, it's guns and blazing. As soon as you open that door, they're busting it down. All right, so we'll close out with this precept. This is Proverbs 13:9. Proverbs 13:9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. And this is what we're seeing. The light of the wicked is being put out. This pump for Babylon is being put out. The people is not going. Yeah, bro. You MAGA hats ain't finna go with this. Make America great again. Yeah, bro. Because they just bugging out. Well, shoot. Maybe I might. Now that I think about it. But 5-year-old kids, I don't think. We finna see riots. Like we already is. We see people kicking out ICE in New York. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all. Because one thing why I love pulling up so many stuff. Hold on. Is because I know, sometimes Jake be busy and they like to put on, they stand in their car. Or sometimes, some Jakes just don't want to pull up the scriptures or pull it up. They just want to watch. So, it will help them better when everything gets pulled up. So ICE gets shot. Slop. It says ICE gets. What was that? ICE gets kicked out of New York. Let's see. Because they basically got kicked out. To be clear, thousands marching, dozens arrests, Metropolis protests against ICE. I don't know why it's not pulling up. ICE against large-scale protests. Basically, it was ICE getting bossed down. All right. Because I saw a video on it. I didn't see a news article on it. But ICE was basically getting bossed down, and they had to get their trucks and get up out of there. They was getting up out of there. They was throwing rocks. I remember one was in New York, and then I believe one was in Mississippi, Metropolis. One of those two places. Yeah, it was like crazy riots. But yeah, man. That was really it. We are seeing ICE bug out. We are seeing this devil bug out. Why? Because he has a short time. He don't got all this time to be. Nah, he don't got all that time. So with him not having all that time, he just gonna do what he gonna have to do. And guess what? What you doing? What you have to do? I'll never forget when a brother said this. You do what you got to do, so the Lord do what he got to do. All right, so you just keep being the devil. And you going to force y'all about Shemal Shah's hand. But all right, man, that was really the point. I hope brothers was edified. I wanted to do this a walk and talk, but I'm glad it didn't come out to be a walk and talk. I'm glad I actually got to sit down, go into it more, so it wasn't like just a quick 9-minute video. 9-10 minute video. So I'm definitely glad, brothers, loads of brothers got to eat off this. Listen, man. But hey, man, I'm gonna close it out. We're giving all praises and glory on to Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shem Kakodash. The Bible the Apostle, the elders, and great Muslim told the truth, love, the flock. Peace and mercy to our Akim, that's limited truth and sincerity, and peace and blessing to the hope and blood. Stay strong, Akim. We almost home. We see this devil coming down with great wrath. Definitely make sure y'all brothers get some rain cameras up there. To monitor it. It ain't even gotta be rain. Just get cameras in general. Just to make sure brothers are safe. All right. And be circumspect in these times. I'm gonna bring out this quick article just to prove what I'm saying, being circumspect. AI generated fake evidence is landing people in jail as courts struggle with the new technology. So AI is making fake evidence on brothers. So brothers just say circumspect. I remember like the elder I say, you shouldn't really be going out unless you're going out with brothers. So and you should be the elder, I believe. It was rather the elder Kanakala, elder Ash, or elder Mayum has said you shouldn't just be walking around to places with no purpose. So I'm gonna go here. I don't know what I'm doing. No, you should be walking with a purpose. I'm gonna go here because I got work. I'm gonna stop here because I got some gas. I need to get some gas. Those is just example. But stay vigilant, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna probably go more into that article too in our next lesson. But hey, man, I hope one of those lessons edifying. On to the next. Shalom.